paper patch notes, and we'll just see. We'll see what my opinion is. Because if everyone else is, it's bad. That means I might think it's dog shit. Is this a alpha pack Fenrir? What the fuck? Is it a tier 5 Fenrir? Is this? Oh, Fenrir is the tier 5. Spicy ramen raw. Okay. Hot Rod Racer Soul. They gave her actual butt. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? All right, hold on. 3 of these skins are dope. This is probably a badass wool skin too. So we'll say 5 of these skins might be kind of cool.
Wait for the Fenrir skin though.
Wait for the Fen skin? Wait for it? Do I have to see this? I don't want to watch the skins. Oh, this is a recolor? I don't know why the card art looks dope. What up, J Wolf? Okay, so maybe just 4 skins. Is this bad? Is the Fenrir skin bad? Whatever. If people are saying these patch notes are bad, I gotta just get into this, dude. Battle Pass, quality of life, RuneScape capes. Smite will now run on Linux systems. Special thanks to Smite community. Okay, cool. Fixed a bunch of issues apparently. Did they fix any of Scotty's issues? No. All right. Soul surges, we know this. We saw this. I might watch some of this at the end. I'll probably pull up to see what this looks like visually in game. But I think PTS is up, so I might just play. We read all this already. Soul surges are circular areas that drop down when a god dies. When another god dies, it gets bigger. This is the same information we were given. Creep spawn in it. We get XP and gold. They literally gave us this already, like days ago. There's a global surge cooldown for. Wait, what the hell? After the time expires, there's a global surge cooldown. What?
You ready to play a 2-hour conquest?
You ready to play a 2-hour conquest? What? PTS? Oh, it's at 3? Yeah, okay. That's perfect timing. At 3? Wait, why would conquest be longer when they killed comeback mechanics and they made it snowbally? Area rules. So soul surge lasts for 30 seconds. Additional deaths increase in size by 10 radius. Good. Thank you guys for all the subs, by the way. Increase duration of the area by 15 seconds. Whoa. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone. That's a lot of time. If you wipe a whole team of fire giant or something, that's a long time. Yeah, it said PTS is out for PC already. I thought. Yeah, it's live. That's what I thought I said. Twitter's not wrong. It says PTS is now live for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation will release at 3. Y'all can't read. Respawn time 2M. Respawn time 2M. Oh, if you spawn during the window, it won't drop another surge. Okay. All players in the area gain 15% movement speed, while below 50% HP, all basic attacks and abilities you hit enemy gods with will apply a burn that deals 2%. What? Dying inside the soul surge reduces your respawn timer by 50%. Oh. Okay. I had this. Thank God doesn't affect conquest. Oh my gosh. This is a ranged soul surge spear. This is a ranged neutral aggressive minion that has a 15-second lifetime. It can pass through players and player-made walls. A new spear will spawn. Imagine dying to this. A new spear will spawn every 10 seconds while surge is active. Provides 30 XP, 12 gold. 265 HP. Okay. Oh, wait. Also provides? Okay. I don't know why my dogs are barking at nothing. Shutdown nerfs. Decrease shutdown reward from 200 XP and 50 gold to 150 XP, 35 gold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is This is definitely gonna kill shutdown rewards. Bro, this is like the slightest tweak ever. I thought they were gonna take us down to like nothing. I thought this was gonna get killed. What the fuck? Ranked reset. Ranked players at all more values will have some sort of reset. Okay, yeah. Capped 3,500 will be set to 3K. This effect gets proportionally weaker down to the MMR scale. Masters and GM will be reset to Diamond 1. All their ranks will retain their current rank. All right. Assault, no one cares. Art update. It is gonna be a darker map. So if someone can pull up the patch notes, like just give me a link right to them. I'll like skim through real fast to see the visuals at the end of this. This we read about yesterday and they showed a little video on. This is a new capture point style. It's in the mid lane. It's on the left side where the gold side is. Stay in the area in greater numbers than your opponents to capture it. The beacon will always activate exactly 3 times a match. Dope. The permanent buff grants 5% additional damage to structures. That's it? And 1%. Wait, what? It just gives you movement speed? They didn't say this is going to give movement speed. 4 gold per minute of match time? What the fuck? What the fuck? So it gives you a bonus amount of gold and XP based on how long the match has gone when you get the beacon. So the second and third beacon are going to give you a fuck ton of gold and a fuck ton of XP. So this is just more global gold on top of totem and everything else in the game. That's kind of weird. So they took away the gold from the chests and shit, which were comeback mechanic gold, and gave it to the team that's snowballing. So they did exactly what I said yesterday. They completely reversed the idea of comeback mechanics into snowball mechanics. Interesting to double down when you could have just done one or the other. Beacon capture rules. The first capture point opens up at the 12-minute mark. I figured it'd be 10. The following capture points will open up at 6 minutes after the previous one. So 18 and 24. That's a good timer. 6, 12, 18 and 24. First, more players on the beacon will earn progress towards the capture. After more players on the beacon will capture it faster. Each additional player contributes 1/5 of the original capture speed. After the beacon has been captured 3 times in a match, the Titans will unleash and the beacon will deactivate. Okay, the lane with the most, we already know this. They go to the lane with the most HP. It's highlighted, then they run out there. They will meet in the middle, face off with 2 new abilities. They said all this already yesterday. This is literally copy pasted from what they said yesterday. Here's the balance. The good, well, what I was hoping was going to be the good shit. We know Fire Giant's up to 5 minutes now, and the buff is up to 4 minutes. It was 3 and 4, now it's 4 and 5. Decreased magical power granted by 10 because they're nerfing items, by 15 on, or only 5 on physical power? Okay, that's interesting. Increased bonus damage where structures modifier from, oh, yo, thank you guys for the gifted. They're buffing fire too, so they're making pushing way easier. So this is upping, like, pushing phoenixes and towers. Still reverting the power. That's the thing though, the power being reverted off of all these items, or nerfed on all these items and all these buffs, does it like, it literally just barely makes up for this. So this isn't even a buff. This is evening out the amount of damage you do to structure. That's all that's happening. We're gonna do the same damage as we do currently to structures with these buffs, because it's also nerfs. Yeah, they're recapping the same stuff they gave us yesterday. I'm surprised they didn't have like more details. They decreased Titan HP by 750. What? Why? What? What is that gonna change? Like, this isn't even a significant enough number to tell us, in my opinion, but all right. Decreased scaling health from structures from 750 to 650, so structures have less HP, towers, phoenixes. Decreased damage reduction buff to tier 1 towers. Okay, decreased health by 300. Decreased protections on the towers and phoenixes. What? Okay, hold on. Did we not go through a full year of asking for everything to be harder to kill? And now it's been harder to kill for 5 months and we're making it easy to kill again? I actually don't process this. Everything we asked for a whole year is now being taken away. Decrease Phoenix health by 400. Increase base team gold reward from 70 to 85 for Pyro. Oracles. Increase base XP and base gold. They want you fighting over oracles. They don't want one team just taking them and being okay. Scorpion in the duo lane, more XP and gold. This is actually a significant amount of gold. The XP it matters, but I don't know how significant that is. But this almost doubled the gold. Cooldown buff. Cooldown was already at 40 gold and it's up to 50. Okay, you need to be prioritizing these as junglers. Like, these need to die. They need to be yours as junglers. If you can hold those timers, that's pretty huge. Mid harpies pushed up the let's go. So now instead of sitting in the mid lane for 3 waves, you're gonna sit in the mid lane for 2 lanes or 2 waves. Mid lane for 2 waves. Can't speak. Increase base XP by 8 and gold by 6. Great. Red buff holder. Decrease the gold reward by 2? By 4? What the fuck? So they just reduced this by 10 gold in total. They reduce so they're reducing jungle XP and gold. Why? Why are we indirectly nerfing junglers? Junglers are literally not being mentioned at all in current Smite. It's warriors aren't that good to some people, and mages and hunters are OP, and we're just chilling in the middle, and they're like, fuck you. Both the solo lane and the duo lane and mid lane turns the jungle is like, fuck you, bitch. Eat this shit. Just lose all this gold and XP for no reason. We know you did nothing, but that's cool. I don't understand how that even came about, but all right. Relic dagger now has 2 upgraded glyphs. Bewitch dagger, which is old witchblade on top of relic dagger. So they want you building relic dagger. So you basically they're trying to make it viable to build relic dagger because they want you to have shorter cooldowns on your actives to be more aggro and not be losing out because this item is not that great right now. With these extra effects, like witchblade effect is really good. And since hunters are considered really good, this is going to be probably core for a lot of people. Plus, it's just another aura. This is another one I thought was interesting. When you activate a relic, your protections are increased by 15%. So you'll get an extra like 45 prots for 10 seconds whenever you use any relic. So this might become the play for like certain builds in the solo or supports. I feel like this is a lot more consistent, but this is pretty dope. Most people are hitting cap prots or really close to cap prots, so this will make up for that little bit of gap, I guess. This, I think, is ass. You think hybrid jungle is going to come back? Well, let's see. I got to see the rest of the items because I think these 2 are butt cheeks, but hopefully I'm wrong. So Runeforged hammer now has 2 glyphs. If you don't know, normal Runeforged hammer, your successful hard CC on an enemy god creates a runing symbol on the ground that lasts for 5 seconds. Enemies in this. Oh wait, this is flame. Wait, no. Yeah, this is flame hammer. Flame forged hammer, dude. We're all over the place right now. I'm like in shock that this is not what it is. I expected way more up to this point. Way more info at least. Like I don't know. So you drop a runing symbol on the ground. In the symbol, people take 10% more damage. This is Brawler's passive, correct? Like, is this not Brawler's passive? I know this is the base passive. I understand. But isn't Brawler's beatstick the same passive? I'm not reading the glyph yet. I'm not reading the Flameforged. Oh, Brawlers is power in the area. This is 10% more damage in the area. I hate this. I hate these runic symbol shits on the ground because this is so easily worthless if people can move 2 feet. This can only occur once every 15 seconds, so this is the original passive. The glyph now, additionally, enemy gods within the rune are burned, dealing 5 plus 10% of your protections from items. Has Hi-Rez not learned anything? Have we not learned anything? Why are we adding a second Gladshield? Gladshield right now is at a point where it's not broken and it's actually fairly balanced, which is taking 4 years to happen. And now we're going to throw in another Gladshield. This is going to be built, right? Unless this one's broken. The rune breaking. Your next successful hard CC on enemy god creates a 30-unit shockwave. Enemies hit by the shockwave deal 10% less damage and take 10% more damage for 3 seconds. Okay. Okay. This definitely has value, but I think most people are going to still go with this if they're going to build this item. I thought this was about to knock people up. I'd have thought we'd have been taking a Smite break for the next 3 months if this knocked people up. No shit, I'd be out of here. No fucking way. All right. Pridwen's getting a glyph. So we all know what Pridwen does. So Glorious Pridwen. When your ultimate ability has finished casting, you create an explosion dealing 75% of your protections from items and abilities as magic damage. Wait. Then you gain a shield equal to 90% of your protections from items and abilities for 5 seconds. Whoa. Wait. 75% of your protections from abilities is going to be what, like 600 or maybe a little bit less, like 500 to 600 as magical damage and slowing targets. And then you get another shield, which is bigger. And then explodes again. So this Pridwen gives you a second shield. That's all it is. It does it again at in a better way. It's a better version of the passive on top of the passive. Oh, you don't get shielded the first time anymore. Your ultimate ability is finished casting. You create. Oh, it's just an explosion. Okay. So it's double the damage, if not more, but 1 shield. Interesting. What's really interesting to me is, does this mean Nike gets the shit now? Does this mean Nike like has extra value out of this, and all those gods that didn't get Pridwen now get Pridwen? Because that's the first thing that comes to mind, is this is just going to make it so those gods can build the item. Works the same? Did they say that? Because I feel like having a get, I don't know. If it's the same, then we're chilling. But this item might make some gods OP. Reverent Pridwen. When your ultimate ability is finished casting, you gain a shield equal to 200% of your protections from items and abilities. When destroyed by timing out or depleted, it explodes at a 30-unit radius and deals magical damage equal to 75% of your protections from items. So this version makes you extra fucking tanky for a few seconds and then does all the same shit. I bet you the 200% shield.
Finally a year. Still haven't gotten tired of the content.
At first I thought this one was going to be double shields, but this one is double shields and 1 shield. So what I thought this was going to be is this one. Sick. It does the same amount of damage and slows as the other one, but gives you a 200% shield. Great. Oh, Pridwen. This Pridwen doesn't work on Nike? Thank God. It better not work on any of those gods. We already know they decrease the physical power and magical power of all the items in the game by 30%. They decrease the health protection items by 15%. So it's basically they're going to be buffed up versions, or they're going to be better versions than what we get out of damage items. The only unchanged items are Oboe and Toxic Blade. Goals. Change the field of power curve, especially in the mid to late game. Make power and proc caps harder to reach and more meaningful to reach. Isn't this just going to mean there's going to be more yellow numbies, and yellow numbies just get more value? Yellow numbers are like Gladshield, Soul Reaver, that kind of stuff. We lost 25 power in Erendite. We lost 15 power in Aussie. We lost, oh my God. Bro. This is so this is so much power. They decrease the movement speed on regrowth. I said this yesterday. I said this was gonna happen yesterday. Kadoosh. They nerfed Kadoosh movement and the other stuff. So they hit the movement items on the or movement stats on those items. These power numbers. Is that right? That's right. Whoa. Oh, they nerfed the power gain from stags. Holy shit. What the fuck? God damn. Dude, seeing only 50 health removed, but seeing 40 power removed looks so fucked. Oh my goodness. Fail not only lost 5 power? That's not. That's not. What? Okay. This is gonna be fucking scary. That is. This is so much power. This lost a third of its power, basically. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Bro, didn't League just do something like this? Like last year or the year before? Number of stacks needed to evolve for they oh shit. They nerfed the fuck out of Rage. They nerfed the fuck out of that item. I think Crit is semi-dead anyway. Nerf the passive on this too. They really want you to build these items. Did they reduce Pridwen's cost too? Shadow Drinker got fucking killed. Serrated getting slaughtered into the ground. What the fuck? All right, so this would have made sense if there was like another line here that was like, you get more power per stack. What the fuck is this? All right, I don't know if I'm lost in the sauce here. That's a typo? What part of it's a typo? Where's the typo? Because this is you guys are fucking trolls. It's supposed to be 200 stacks. They decreased it to 200. All right. Decrease magical power. They decrease the passive scaling floor threshold. What the fuck? Hold on. Isn't that mean? Wait. So that means it doesn't do more damage until they have more health? But we just removed a bunch of health items? Oh my gosh. They nerfed Transcendence. Oh my gosh. Starter items got nerfed? Oh baby. Okay, so this is all just basic shit. What shifted items? Absolution. Increase the passive CC immunity to 1 second. This is actually a good change. Makes this item kind of OP. Added a 10% mana heal on hit on the passive. So you get 10% mana when you hit this onto a teammate, I guess. Wait, Kins got... Did I miss Kins? Oh, baby. Yeah. What the fuck? Aren't these nerfs gonna indirectly nerf killing non-tanks too? Isn't this gonna make just killing like this and the Soul Reaver and all that stuff's gonna be killing non-tanks really fucking hard? That's weird. So that's just a nerf. That's not a nerf to tanks. That's a nerf. Wait, I went too far. What did I do? Oh, I went too far. We were on the fucking shield buff. My bad. That's got me fucked up. There we go. Decrease internal cooldown from 6 to 5 seconds. Increase buff duration from 4 to 5 seconds. The number of stacks are required to be triggered 5 to 4. Internal cooldowns reduced by half. Damn. Increase percent max health damage from 7% to 8%. Whoa. Oh no, this just evens out because we're losing power. Increase passive protection to movement speed from 5% to 10%. Sick. Nice. Now it casts 3 enemy gods in the area. Oh, you can't get all 5? Internal cooldown. This should be like, they should have reverted this change. This change is such a bad change. It is cheaper now though. So maybe people will buy it. I doubt it. Hasten is cheaper. They nerfed the fuck out of Cunning. They buffed Vigor. Why would they buff this? I already think this is good even with changes. Like, why is that being buffed? Passive duration from 2 to 3 seconds. Oh my fucking gosh. You're gonna add Witchblade into the game and then you're gonna buff Midgardian Mail at the same time. They don't stack, but what the fuck? I'm fucking lost here, dude. Increase passive knockup counter heal effect from 5% to 7%. What? They're trying to get the health items purchased again? I don't know what they're doing here. They're buffing Talisman passive. Oh, it's less stacks. Never mind. It's just easier to get. It's not buffed. Passive health steal to 8%. Decrease passive physical requirement thresholds from 200 to 150, 350 to 300. Okay. So this just matches up with the nerfs to the game. Nothing. Increase HP regain. Dude, if you have Bumba's Dagger, you stay at 100% health as it is. Like, this item was so shit. Decrease movement speed from Wing Shard. Why? Decrease movement speed from Radiance. This makes sense. This doesn't. This is obvious. This is a fucking active. This makes no sense. All of the items have their magical... Oh, and this is the other thing. They reverted. They literally just did this nerf to pen, and now it's fully reverted. So everything's back to 20%. Everything's back to 10%. No weird numbers. No 8/16s. Increased protection debuff per stack from 6 to 7. So they buffed Executioner up in preparation for this. Demonic Grip also buffed up in prep. They nerfed... We thought Afro might get nerfed, which is just a movement speed nerf. Hachi getting nerfed doesn't surprise me. That's actually probably decent nerfs. They nerfed the movement speed on Hell. She just got nerfed. Decreased physical power gain from assault stance to defensive stance. Okay, this is to go in line with the item changes. So this isn't even really a nerf necessarily. It's more of a just balancing everything. Okay. Okay, I don't want to say this kills Vamana, but I think this kills Vamana. I think this is significant enough to kill Vamana. So if you don't get touched, you only ult for 4 seconds. Yeah, this hurts Vamana in so many ways that like they're just gonna have to buff this in 2 months when they want it to be relevant again. Riptide, decreased movement speed. Why do they want movement speed reduced by so much? Is it because, you know what? It's because of the passive movement speed you get from the beacon now. If you get the beacon, they don't want it to stack up and you be super fast. Increased execute threshold from 30 to 35%. That just seems random. I'm assuming it has to do with the health changes, but that's random. Increase slow. All right, they're buffing on her. Oh my goodness. So we got a second Kumba here, and they increase movement speed, buff, debuff. Why do they want to give Apollo more movement speed? They just took everyone else's away. Increase physical power scaling from 65 to 75 for the 3. Decrease cooldown. Oh, this is actually relevant. This could be a big thing. We might see more Artemis. 8-second cooldown on this is kind of crazy. Makes me wonder if you could run a cooldown build. That'd be sick. Belch of the Gods. Increase cooldown 14 to 12 seconds. Bacchus buff. Bastet. Cats have more HP. You know what? They still haven't fixed creeps in the jungle. They still haven't fixed Bastet cats in the jungle. Arachne spiders in the jungle. Scotty dog in the jungle. Are we just ignoring this shit at this point? Because we just changed everything in the game down to the fucking color of God's toes, and you're not fucking changing the one thing everyone's been asking for all year. We're 5 months deep of this shit. Increased duration of CC immunity granted. That's actually huge. It makes landing that way easier for shitters. Decreased cooldown on entering a wall. Decreased base damage taken on a wall. That's pretty big. Increased stun duration. What the fuck? I don't need more dance. Dance is already getting played now. Strife has a lower cooldown. Erlong Shen, increased percent max HP damage from 1.75 to 2%. Increased root duration by 0.2 seconds. Increased damage mitigation buff. Okay. I don't think this matters. This is going to be nice. This might start to be enough for Erlong. Might. I doubt it, but might. Like, that's a good midi. That 35% is pretty big. Wingus got buffed. Scaling wise. 20% more damage from items, but this isn't really a crazy buff because we're losing power. Increase the duration that Fafnir's in dragon form. What the fuck? Ah! Holy fuck. Max rank is in ult for a minute? Have fun trying to defend a Fafnir siege for a minute. Oh my gosh. Increased shield duration to 5. Okay. So you literally can't wait out the shield anymore. Increased base damage on the ults by 4 to 30. Ricochet, increased base damage by 25. No shot, dude. I think Ichel is so good. I don't understand why people think she's bad or underperforming with her. So they buffed her ult a little bit. I buffed her ult a little bit. Increased percent. Oh, they. All right. So Janice's ult didn't get nerfed. They got tweaked up to the new, back to the reverted numbers for percent pen. Decreased cooldown on Kukulkan too. Okay, I see you. Too bad you level this last. Increased damage reflected by 5%. Damage mitigation by 10. But this is good. That's good for Kazimbo. This is minor, but this is good. Actually, so they made it so you can get the one glyph that makes it when you pop a relic, it makes you take less damage for 10 seconds. Kuzimbo gets value out of that because that motherfucker's gonna be running at you with a Sunder and a Thorns. And each time he pops them, he gains protections. So he takes less and reflects this more. That'll be interesting. Increased movement speed and basic attack damage reduction from 0.2 to 0.3 per stack. Okay. Increased physical power scaling by 5%. They're buffing Lancelot. Lancelot's so boring, bro. Make him a warrior and get him out of here. Increased duration of this debuff. Now you get Loki jizz on your face for 0.5 more seconds. Increased flurry base damage. They're buffing the 3 that already scales fucking ridiculously. What'd I say? Oh, these are non-conquest? Oh, okay. I didn't see this. Okay, this is all right. So in other game modes, you get low-key jizz on your screen. All right, so this doesn't matter to us. This is all non-conquest, and I don't give a fuck about non-conquest. Okay, so I don't want to say that's it, but that's it. They basically nerfed everybody. No, go back. They are wait, what the fuck? I got lied to. You hold on. How you gonna tell me those are non-conquest changes? So someone in chat lied, or someone in chat is dumb. Fuck you guys. So these are conquest changes. Y'all are trolling. Medusa attack speed on her 1 buffed. Base damage buffed. They really want to bring back Medusa and Artemis. All of the above. Okay. Spear thrust cooldown reduced. Wow. This ability now provides Poseidon with attack speed. Oh, what the fuck? This is the Hercules and Fenrir effect. No, you're not gonna go AA Poseidon. You're gonna go power Poseidon and then just get 15 attack speed and be able to fuck 15% attack speed and fuck somebody up. And no, it says this is non-conquest, right? It's saying for Kuzimbo, right? All right, increased protections provided. We know there was 35 buffs to gods, so we have it. This is definitely the conquest, 100%. You get more protections now in the later ranks. Get more power now in the later ranks and in the early ranks for magic power. Oh, wait, why did magical power get buffed by 5 at rank 1, but physical power didn't get a buff? The math doesn't math there at all. Decreased damage per tick on the target that was initially marked with Raiju. Oh, increased 5 damage. Nice. Increased health shield gain per stack from 7 to 9%. Sick. You have a shield for 30 or HP. Great. Ravana players gonna be happy. Decreased cooldown on the through. Ooh. Okay, Ravana got a buff. That's significant. These two together are very significant. Paired with the potential that people are building some tankier items.
Kazumbo had a 5% damage received reduction in non-conquest game modes. That's the only thing removed by that post.
Ah, that makes sense. Thank you. That is logical. Increased dash damage, so they buffed the 2 by 10% damage and decreased the cooldown to 11 at all ranks. That's actually a big set buff. Increased HD5 buff, increased HD5 debuff, decreased cooldown on the ult by 10 seconds, increased physical power scaling on the initial hit of the snowstorm from 25 to 35%. All right. They're buffing Sobek. All cooldowns reduced. This is significant. Sobek is very annoying. And the only thing that's wrong with him is, in my opinion, is his cooldowns are on longer timers. So you might start seeing some Sobek somewhere. Increase HP threshold to trigger the buff. Okay. Increase the slow. They're buffing Caltrops. We saw this solo the negative 400 MMR players the other day, and they're going to buff it. Increase attack speed and bow stance. Okay. We'll get slight buffs. Actually, this is a pretty big buff. 10% lifesteal. So now Vulcan has no cooldowns on all his abilities. All of his abilities are going to be on 6-second cooldowns. Increase the duration of the root. This is fucked. This is actually fucked. Holy shit. I feel like they're doing this because they want you to have to sit in that Flameforge hammer and just get fucked. They did this to all the roots. Erlang Shen, this, like they want you to sit in that shit and eat it. Increase the protection gain from one. Oh, Shmeep's main god is back in action. Shmeep and Mindy come back to Smite. All right. I don't know what to think of these changes. Usually I see changes and I'm like, this is complete ass or this is exciting. This is very, very neutral. And for the promise, such a promise of a giant fucking buff, I don't know how significant this is going to be. I mean, we're going to go play it. PTS is up, but I don't know how significant this is going to be.